Hi guys, Ray here, City Fan TV. City have just beaten Burnley by 3 goals to 1. What more can you say? It's kind of what you'd expect from City at the moment. And I'm from Burnley. It was a pretty straightforward, pretty easy game. Burnley weren't. Let's be honest, Burnley were terrible. And the few opportunities they had, pretty much they didn't take advantage of them. We had tons of chances. We should have scored tons of goals. And I'm going to be negative. We should have scored tons of goals. Liverpool are playing Chelsea tonight. They're winning 2-0 at half time. It's just early in the second half. It's still 2-0. Look, they've got a goal difference. It's slightly better than ours. We've still got a game in hand. We've still got time in the season to catch up. But you've got to start at some point. You've got to start getting these goals. You've got to start putting these chances away. We had so many chances. Big up to Julian Alvarez. He does it again. 2 early goals, 2 goals in the first, 25 minutes or something in the game. And really, barring any Crystal Palace type slip-ups, game was done. Evening, Franklin. Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, so after the 2 goals from Julian Alvarez, game was done. City weren't bothered. It was a casual stroll. That first half at times, I think we had 75% possession. Second half, after the first 15 to 20 minutes, we had 85% possession. Burnley were awful. What was wrong with the crowd, Iptus? Obviously, I wasn't there. I said it a couple of days ago that got my season card and all that. I've got to say this because in case people say, you're not match going fine, you don't go. But my missus had to, she was going to London tomorrow for a meeting, and the person who was going to meet her in the afternoon said, can we meet in the morning? So what do you do? Leave the house at 4 a.m., get a train down, or do you go the night before? She went the night before, stay the night in a hotel, and then do the meeting tomorrow. So at the last minute, couldn't even sell me ticket by the time, and we surely found out today. So that was that. So I went there. So I don't know what the crowd were like. It was a bit. Look, I'll be honest. Let's be honest. It was boring. It was boring after we were 2-0 up. Even at 1-0, it was boring because Burnley didn't really do that much, didn't offer that much. And we were just taking it for a stroll. We were taking it. It really was. It weren't even a practice game. You'd get more tackles in a practice game than you got out, and more effort in a practice game than you got tonight. Abu Khalid Ali said, don't understand why Pep does not want to get opportunity to score more goals. Man City were off second half as far as real shots on goal. Absolutely. It frustrates me. It frustrated me because, we need at some point to be banging them in. We should have got 4, 5, 6 tonight. 4, 5, 6. Hey, Zohaib, hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're well. Ipsos says, the first half, they were very subdued. It's been like this. But to be honest, it's subdued because it wasn't exciting. And I think fans like me are getting bored. They're getting bored with the style of football. Yes, when we step it up, I'm going to explain myself before someone clips this and sticks it out there. When we step it up, when we play quickly, we are frightening. We can be frightening, okay? But for long passages of play, for long periods in the game, we are just tippy-tapping it around. We're just passing it around, tiring the opposition out, looking for them to make, waiting for them to make a mistake. And if they're well clued up, they don't make so many mistakes. We just keep tippy-tapping it around. And I don't like it. I don't like it because eventually we'll give up the ball cheaply and we'll give them an opportunity. We'll give them a chance. And it happens. It happens all the time. And again, we fail to keep a clean sheet. Again, all right, it was right at the death. So what? A goal is a goal is a goal. Doesn't matter when it was scored. We didn't keep a clean sheet. I don't think we showed him mercy, so I just don't think we were busting our gut. I understand we've got bigger fish to fry. All due respect to Burnley. We've got Brentford on Monday night away from home, but that's 5 days away. So I look at it, it's 5 days away. So, why can't people push a bit harder? Okay, KDB was tired, he came off, but why can't we push a bit harder and go for more goals? You'd have thought people would be eager. Haaland was obviously eager. Haaland was Haaland. He's not been very clinical this season, and same again tonight. Doku was trying. Nunez was trying. I give them credit. They were trying, but we weren't playing as well as a team as I think we can. I think we can play better than that. But also, there was no urgency. There's no, they're looking at it and saying, well, we've got 17 league games to go. Yeah. We've got FA Cup games. We've got loads of stuff to go. Oh, emails coming in. Man, people sending me emails at 9:30 at night. Have they got no better thing to do in life? But yeah, so I wanted us to bust a gut a bit more, but I understand with the argument we've got bigger fish to fry. But put guys were on there who should have been eager. Grealish comes on; they want to be showing Pep what they can do. Nunez, I think, had a cracking game overall. He made a few mistakes, but I'm now seeing that box-to-box midfielder that we saw at Wolves that I was so intrigued about and saying, all right, I was a joke at the time. So we've got the new Yaya Toure. He's not a patch on Yaya Toure. He's certainly not got his suntan for a start. But in all seriousness, he had 3 or 4 good surging runs, exciting. Doku's exciting, still losing the ball occasionally. Some bad passes from him. When, it's a lot of time we were sloppy with our final ball. Let's look at some of your points, guys. Iptus, I don't think it has to do with the play style. Dre says, Burnley weren't great, but City look like controlling the game again. Silver on the left side. Yeah, look, Gvardiol's always a risk. It's always a risk to play him there. I don't see why we need to. We could have had Stones and Diaz at centre-backs and Aki at left-back. Sorry, that's it. I think Pep's looking to next season and the season after, hoping that he can make Gvardiol into that rampaging fullback. He's got a lot of work, and I can't see it happening. It's not going to happen this season. He might get lucky next season. He might get good enough, but I just don't see enough in him. All right, he's only 22, but I don't see enough in him yet to show me he's going to be that rampaging fullback that we want. Doku very good, but still managed final ball at times. It's frustrating because the times he could have put somebody in or somebody could have put him in. But here's the thing: I think we were well off it. We were well off it tonight, and we still paced them 3-0. Could have beat them by 6. Dre says worried about Kompany. He deserves it. That's my opinion. Look, we love the guy and everything else, but in the cold light of day, he deserves it. You're letting in 2 goals a game. You're letting in, on average, 2 goals a game. That means your strikers are going to score 3 goals a game to win matches. I mean, look at some stats tonight. They've only kept 2 clean sheets this season, won both games. But if you're letting in, on average, 2 goals a game, your strikers have got to score at least 2 goals a game to get a point. 3 goals to win. And Burnley can't even score 1 goal a game. So it's extremely difficult. Well, I think they're actually on. Take it back. I think they are actually on 1 goal a game. But you know what I mean, guys. You know what I mean. Let's pull the table. Let's see how many goals Burnley have scored. Burnley have scored 22 goals in 22 games and letting 45. So they're still letting in, it's 2. They're losing every game by 2 goals to 1, roughly speaking. And it's their own fault. You've got to do something about your defence. You've got to shore it up. If Sam Allardyce was there, Tony Pulis or 1 or 2 others, Neil Warner, they'd be focused on making sure they don't concede. Dyche, when he went to Everton, make sure we don't give away goals. Don't give away cheap goals. Don't give away silly goals. Make teams work hard for it. And if you can keep a clean sheet, you can nick a goal, you win. The number of times Burnley have scored a goal this season and lost must be loads. Or got a draw. Must be loads of games. They've only won a few games, so it must be loads of games. It's not enough. It isn't enough. So he'll get what he deserves. He'll get what he deserves if he deserves to be sacked. And I'd be looking at it very closely right now because look what Luton are doing. Look what Luton are doing. I said it a few weeks ago with Bernard. I said, I think the ones who can get out of it are Luton because they're showing spirit. They really are. I mean, they're 1 point behind Forest, and Forest have still got that charge over them. Luton have got a game in hand. They've got a better goal difference than Forest. They're a point behind. Forest have got that charge. If Forest lose 6 points, they'll be 5 points behind Luton. In fact, they're only 3 points behind Brentford now. 5 behind Palace. And Bournemouth, who'd been having a good old season for a while, a really good spell, they're only 6 points ahead of Luton Town with a game in hand. But still, it's not good. Doku's decision-making, final third. This is the thing. Early in the season, Doku was making the right decisions. And we were all singing his praises, me especially. But now he's not, he's making mistakes which is going to affect his chances of starting games. Jack Grealish doesn't make so many mistakes. He's not half as exciting, but Pep will go for the safe. If Doku keeps making these errors, Pep will go for Jack Grealish. Yeah, look, Franklin, I said this for years. This is what we do. And for a while, I was going for 2-0s. A lot of 2-0s were my score predictions because I said, as soon as we get ahead, if we get to 2-0, we just take it easy. We take a foot off the gas, and we could. That's exactly what you said. Control the game, preserve energy. Don't tire yourself out. I trust Doku's done better. Doku's done better, but Grealish is better than him tracking back. Doku's still creating quite a lot, which is very good for his first season. I think Nunes and a few others guilty of taking a bad touch on the stride on a few. There's quite a few people. Doku took bad touches or bad passes. Nunes, bad passes. Everybody was at it. Having said that, I don't want to say too much negative about Nunes because I thought he had a good game. Nunes looks like decent midfielder on the drive. What I noticed, he's got a good cross from right hand of the box. You need more players who you can't rely on just KDB as the guy who can cross from the right, with an out swinger. Foden will do an in swinger. Bernardo will do an in swinger. Mahrez would do that. You need the out swinger kind of things going away from the goalkeeper, and hopefully Nunes can provide that. It was good to see him play. And look, it was good that Pep gave a lot of players a chance tonight. He rested Walker, he rested Bernardo, Diaz was rested. Quite a few players got a rest tonight. It's good for them. We've got that. As I said a few weeks ago, this is the game, the Burnley game, I would look at to be able to rotate players, to rest players, and to try new things. So, Nunes, I think, worked well tonight. So I'm pleased for him. Lewis was okay. He made mistakes. And this is the thing. You look at it with looking at it with a much more critical eye than we would have done years and years ago when we were Bob, back in the 80s, 90s and whatever, we would accept it. But now we look at the mistakes with a more critical eye and say, you can't get perfection, but you strive for perfection. You always want to be better. Why would they go after more goals with a flat atmosphere? I don't know. It's up to it's up to the players to push the fans. It's up to the fans to push the players. You can't say, if you lose a game and say, I'm blaming it on the fans. You can't do that. Okay? So it takes two to tango. Once you get a couple of early goals, the atmosphere gets very flat. It's a midweek game. It's an early game, so a few people might, like myself, might not be there for whatever reason. And also, midweek game, especially in the second half, people are thinking, we're 3-0 up early in the second half. I bet you people were leaving after an hour, after 60, 65 minutes. People were saying, we've won this game. Kids have got school tomorrow. Let's do one. Let's get out of here. So that has an impact. It really does. So Hib says, I like how KDB can just pick up passes out of nowhere. Absolutely. Now he's got he's third in the all-time list of Premier League assists. He's gone past Rooney. He's on 104. He'll take Fabregas. He'll get past Fabregas. I think he's on 110 or 111. He'll get past Fabregas hopefully this season. And then there's Ryan Giggs. I don't think he'll catch Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs is on 162. That would require Kevin to get 10 assists for the next 6 seasons, and he ain't going to be here for 6 seasons. Or 15 assists for 4 seasons. He ain't going to be here for 4 seasons. So I think he's going to not get that record. But hey, he'll do really well. KDB is the X factor. Absolutely. KDB. Hey, Akash, hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're doing very well. Iptus with lots of comments tonight. The club also aren't doing any favours with their ridiculous price for games like today, €100. I didn't know the price for tonight. No, it can't be. It can't be Iptus. It can't be. It can't be that high. Honestly, for the cheapest ticket, it can't be that high. It might be obviously different areas of the ground, there'll be different prices. So the €100 might be for a certain area of the ground, obviously with that, with price more expensive tickets. But I know there were still tickets available. Now there might not have been a lot. There were still tickets available today because once I found out my wife was going to London tonight, I thought I'd see if I can go on the exchange. And you could still buy tickets, but I think you have to go on the exchange at least 24 hours to put them up for exchange 24 hours before the game. So I didn't get my money. That's a bit of money. And I had a car parking ticket. I think it's 12 quid. I booked that one because I thought it's a midweek, park at the ground, take it easy. So anyway, all my money's down the toilet. It's a number of factors, but I suspect not all tickets were sold, or they were put back on the exchange and people didn't go for whatever reason. And 2-0 up very quickly, Burnley offering nothing. There was nothing to get you excited about. Honestly. So I was bored. I've said it. I'm bored watching a lot of this City play. When we play it quickly, we're exciting, but when we tippy tap it around, we're boring. I'm not going to deny that's what I think. Doku Nunes Raw, they will improve. Oh yeah, Alec, look, they've got plenty of time. It's a bit churlish to want the finished article, and these guys are in their first seasons at City. Doku's 22 years old. Got plenty of time. Let's not worry. But Akashi's Doku's extremely poor. I'm not. Yeah. You can't make a simple pass runs like headless chicken. Reminds me of Sterling. No, I don't think he's as bad as Sterling. As Alex said, it's his early days. He's 22. He'll learn. In a couple of years, he'll be, I think, if he puts his head down and learns. Look, I think it's good that Pep's there. It's good that he's got KDB, his Belgian cats in there. And I think in the next couple of years, he'll learn. The main thing is, obviously, he's got that pace. He's got that trickery. He just has to get back to what he was doing early in the season. He was keeping it simple, and he was getting it right. Now, he's overcomplicating it. He's getting things wrong. But I say give him time. I'm not going to worry about him too much because he has got the X factor. It's the same as KDB. He's not as good as KDB, but they both got the X factor, same as Haaland. It's great that we've got a team that's got stardust, that's sprinkled with the X factor. KDB has it. Doku has it. Haaland has it. Foden has it. I think they've got that's something special. Bernardo just as well. Alvarez has got that. I don't know what it is. He's in the right place at the right time. Now, I was chatting with Bernard about who's going to start this game, and I said Pep hasn't dropped Alvarez. Alvarez has started every league game this season, and 2 more goals tonight. I can't see why he's not going to start against Brentford on Monday and against Everton at the weekend. I can't see why he wouldn't start Julian Alvarez because he's scoring the goals. He's doing really well. He's working hard, scoring goals. Can't ask for more. Yeah, but so they've got the players are going to do a bit more if they want support. Liverpool, it's 3-1 now. Nkunku has scored for Chelsea. Nkunku. Let's have a look. Who scored for Liverpool? So Szoboszlai. I said I like Szoboszlai. Bradley got 2 assists. Little kid, Conor Bradley, and a goal. Jota's in my fantasy 11. I got made a mistake. I've got Darwin Núñez, and he's missed a penalty, so he's gonna batter my. I took a risk with Darwin Núñez tonight. He's gonna batter my my fantasy team. Darwin Núñez, what a donkey! All the people. I mean, I was going to have Watkins, and I thought, no, Liverpool are going to pump Chelsea. I'll put Darwin Núñez in. He'll score a goal or 2. And, it was toss-up between... I had Jota, so I couldn't have Diaz as well because my midfield was already full. But anyway, Darwin, you donkey. And it's one of those. Chelsea ain't coming back into that game. They ain't coming back. Anyway, let's keep going through your comments. Alec, nice to see players back, a bit rusty, but yeah, look. At the moment, all that matters is we win. All that matters is we win. We keep the juggernaut moving forwards, and the more goals we can get, the better. But I think that, I'm always disappointed. I understand. Look, I'm a fan who wants to see exciting football and hell for leather and all that. That's my that's my my emotions. I understand why we take it easy. We're not busting a gut because we're taking it easy. We're conserving ourselves, conserving energy and controlling games. Why take risks and give up opportunities to let a team back into the game? Yeah, Drew, I agree. I think that's Akash is harsh saying Doku's like Sterling. He is better. He's doing better than Sterling. Yeah, I think and he's only 22. Remember, it will take time for Doku to be a pep winger. He still needs to learn. Oh yeah. But he's got that. He's got that. Obviously, that pace he gets. Is like Hazard used to do. He stops people and then he goes, and they've got no chance. And it wasn't just him. Look, he needs a few better passes as well. There was some, a couple of times he could have, probably 3 or 4 times he could have been through on goal, but the passes weren't spot on. And he made some bad passes as well. So he'll learn. Just give him time. I think he's good enough to learn. So just wait. For me, Nunes is Silva replacement, even though they're different type of. Nunes played. I think he's more. He's not more than Silva. He's got different attributes, but that attribute, the one that I like, he's got that turn on him. He's got that decent control. He's got that surge, which I don't think David Silva never had that surge. David Silva, you wouldn't expect him to go box to box. So he's got that, but I think David Silva's got the pass. David Silva's certainly got the pass in him, and I think David Silva. When a few years before he left, but he was so experienced. You could tell he had that extra fraction of a second, and he so often made the right pass. And Nunes, look, he's young. Nunes is another one who's got plenty of time. I'm just going to have a look at Nunes and see how much time has he got ahead of him. He's still got. How old is he now? Nunes is what, 20? He's 25. Nunes is only 25. So he's got a lot of time ahead of him. So he's got a long time to learn as well. So I'm not going to worry. Certainly not going to worry about them yet. I know we want a bit more. We want it. We want it now. Everybody's impatient. It's what life is. In the old days, we'd watch kids coming through slowly and whatever and follow them. Now we want everybody to be hitting the ground running because it's a now culture, isn't it? Every club this year talking about flat atmosphere, tired of hearing this rhetoric. The managers like the boost, so let them talk about it if they want. Yeah. Look, it's up to the fans. We can make noise if you want. I don't make as much noise as I used to. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. I'm not, walking up those stairs is getting harder. Getting to my seat. Sean, how you doing, buddy? We play like at Aberdeen, but 3 points is 3 points, buddy. 3 points is 3, and it's all that matters. Abingdon, what a place there. That's down in Oxfordshire. I was there last summer, I think. I've got a mate who lives there. Franklin says, I think since Man City play so many games a year, more than every other team. Every team, Pep likes to preserve energy in games to help reduce injuries. Well, look, we'll play over 60 games this season, I think, or best part of 38 in the league. We played the Community Shield. We played the 2 games in the Club World Cup, and we played a game in the Super Cup. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. League Cup, 2 games. That gets us up to 6, I think, if I've got my numbers right. Can't remember all this. I think it gets us up to 6. And that makes about 44 games. Okay. Already played 2 in the FA Cup. That's 46. We've got another one for definite. That's 47. And in the Champions League, we played 6. That's 53. So we've got definite 53, and we've got 2 more in the Champions League, which we will play. We will play a minimum of 55 games this season. 55. If we get through the next round of the Champions League, which we should, that gets us to 57. Get to the semi-finals, 59. Get to the final, I think we get to about 60 there. And then the FA Cup will give us another 3 games. So I think we can get to 63, 64 games this season. It's plenty. So you can't, kill everybody all the time. Hernan Morales. All right, come on, mate. Come on. Sorry, mate. My language skills aren't that good. Abbraccio desde Santa Fe Villa. Constitution Argentina, abrazo, River Plantes, chicos, Julian, es genial, gracias a Dios como jugaba on River Plate. Well, River Plate. I understand the River Plate, and you're talking about Julian Alvarez. I think you like Julian Alvarez. Sorry. Franklin, you speak, you translate, buddy. Yeah, I thought so. From Santa Fe, says Alvarez is University looking to play for. Hey, thank you for the translation, Franklin. I was about to go and ask my kids because they're learning Spanish. I don't think they're anywhere near as good as you, Franklin, but thank you. Gracias, Herman. Dre says, very few hit the ground running. We're a little spot. Yeah, look, it is what it is. Herman, abbraccio, Linda. Oh, I don't know who Linda is. Sean, Liverpool winning 4-1. Well, if it's going to be, it's got to be Nunes. Come on. Who scored that fourth goal for Liverpool? Who scored the fourth goal? Diaz. Where's Darwin Nunes? Well, you got an assist. So at least Darwin Nunes will get me some positive points. But I thought Liverpool would pump Chelsea. I really did. And that's what's happened. So, Darwin Nunes gets into positive numbers. But Liverpool absolutely giving Chelsea a pasting, aren't they? Absolute pasting. Bradley's done well. But there you go. Liverpool have already, maintained the goal difference with City. And they've still got 10 minutes, 11 minutes plus injury time to get another goal. So, could be more. Man City Ghoul. Makalin Ibrahim. Salam to you, brother. Alex is sitting on a nice winning streak in second gear. Absolutely. Hey, look, Haaland's back. Well, we were 3-0 up when Haaland come on. I mean, look, Haaland comes on, we don't score. What's going on? Chelsea are so bad. Oh, yeah, look. I said Pochettino was not the right guy for Chelsea. I said that last season when he wouldn't come he let Lampard bobbing it about. He wouldn't come and take over because he knew they were they were a basket case, and it wouldn't have been good for his record. But Pochettino is not the manager that people think he is. He did well at Spurs. He had a lot of time there, but he's not the guy people build him up to be. It's too much. Pochettino's more hype than anything else for me. Because of the way the media are fawning over Klopp, it's such a dampening Pep. I pray for one more domestic trophy this year just to keep the gap wide. Look, I just want to win that Premier League title. You guys having your own conversations. Get a room. Chelsea and two someone pens this title is going to the. Oh, Akash, it's going to happen. Look, yes, Chelsea maybe should have had a couple of penalties, but they let a lot of goals in. You can't be doing that. Sean says Ali Poch is all right, but the team doesn't play together. But it's up to Poch. He's got the players. It's up to him to do it. Translation is hugs love people. All right, Linda is lovely. Well, I'd never known any lovely Lindas in my life. Chelsea bobbins, absolutely, guys. All right, I'm going to start to wind it down. Have a quick drink. Any more comments, guys? What would you prefer, Champions League or Premier League, mate? Premier League all day long. Honestly, Premier League. And that's a few reasons. One, it's always more important than the Champions League for me. And it always will be. That's one. Two, how many teams have won the Champions League or European Cup back-to-back? How many? How many British teams? Liverpool did it? Villa? Well, whoever. Forest or Villa, one of them. I can't remember. That's it. Okay, it's not been done much. It's not been done many times. How many teams have won the Premier League title 4 times on the bounce? None. How many teams have won the top flight title 4 times on the bounce? If I'm right, none. So we would be the first English team, first team in obviously the Premier League or in First Division or whatever in top flight English football to win the title 4 times on the bounce. And I said to this to Bernard, I don't believe in our lifetimes anybody else is going to do that because anybody's going to beat it. Because equally, you're going to do it for 4 consecutive years. Okay, that's tough. And as long as Pep's here, I can't see anybody else doing it 4 times on the bounce. I can't see Arteta hauling Arsenal over the line. If Pep's doing his bit, we should be getting 90 points. You need more than 90 points. You should be getting more than 90 points to win the season. Arsenal did it with 84 last season. Look at what number of points that have won titles recently: 92, 98, 100, 90. Was it Liverpool got 98 or 99? 97 come second, they didn't win it. They got 92, come second, they didn't win it. So it's very difficult for anybody, especially while Pep's here, for any other team to win that Premier League title. While we've got players like, Haaland, KDB, Bernardo, Foden, Alvarez, Doku, the way he's, where he'll keep on developing, and Rodri, and Edison, and Aki and Lewis, and I don't think anybody else is going to do 4 on the bounce while Pep is at Manchester City. And I think that'll take 6 or 7 years, 6 or 7 years minimum. And someone's going to have to come through and dominate with 90 plus points. Even City struggle to get 90 plus points. Yeah. So how somebody else can come and do it, I just cannot see anybody else doing it. So that's why I'm going. That's what I'm going for the fourth timer, 4 in a row. Akash is with the amount of goals we're conceding winning Champions League seems difficult, but we ain't fixing it, Akash. We aren't. We would be tighter defense with Aki at left back straight away. That would tighten up our defense with Aki at left back, Stones, and you can pick any 2 out of these 3: Akanji, Stones, and Diaz at centre back. But if at left back, if we have Ake, we will concede fewer goals. Dre says 4-1, pens not given, can't be an excuse. Still can't believe City drew with. I'm gutted. I'm gutted. But the thing is, we keep leaving teams in games. Liverpool are getting in their stride. They're not leaving teams in games. There's still 5 minutes plus injury time. There could be another 7, 8, 10 minutes there. It could end up being 6 goals. My dream signings. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Who do I like? I'm focused on the Premier League. Obviously, I like Premier League. I like Alexander Isak or Isak. I like him. Obviously, I like Krashkovili. I like him. I want attacking. I don't know. Those 2 for me, exciting. Who are yours, Akash? So here, do you like coffee or tea? I used to drink a lot of tea, but then I stopped having sugar. I used to have a lot of sugar in my tea. I don't have a sugar problem, but it had a weight problem because of the amount of sugar I used to have. Once I figured out I was having 500 calories a day from sugar. 500 calories a day from sugar. And I had so much tea that I couldn't sleep. So now, mostly I'm on decaf coffee. Mostly. I'm allowed 1 coffee a day. Dre says, I think a draw away at Liverpool would be good enough for the title once it's. We've got to keep winning our other games. It's at the moment, it's Liverpool's to lose. It's Liverpool's to lose. So Habe says, I would take a draw. Yeah, I'd take a draw. I've got to agree. Guardiola's only 12 trophies to equal. 12 trophies to equal his record, but he'll get those 12 trophies. He could get them. Okay, but people will say he's not got the league titles. He's got, 13 league titles for Ferguson. I can't see Pep doing that. But if Pep wins it this season, he'll have won 6 out of 8. 6 out of 8. Ferguson took 27 seasons to win his 13. So Pep's already, in my opinion, Pep's well ahead. Sean says, Dre, maybe not this time. Liverpool don't look like dropping many points. It's going to be a tough all season. Someone's going to have to get close to 90 points. Neto from Wolves, I would say. Yeah, that's a good one. Ferguson from... Ferguson plays for Brighton. Dre says almost any signing is a dream signing with Pep there. It's mostly the manager, not even the price of players as much as we think. Give most of the top 6 more money, they'd probably sign the same players. But it's what you do with them. It's what you can do with them. That's the thing. Brian says we're 4-1 up and we're slanging play. Who's 4-1 up? Don't know who you support, Brian, because Liverpool are 4-1 up. Last I looked. City only won 3-1. We're good. We have Doku, absolutely says so here. Alec, Pep won 2 trebles, domestic quad. Oh, yeah, look. As I said, I want that league title, get 4 on the bounce. No one's going to do that again in my lifetime. We are yet to play Spurs, Liverpool, and Newcastle away. Looks tough, not going to lie. Yeah. Look, some tough games there. Haven't we played Newcastle away already? I do believe we have. And we beat them by 3 goals to a cash. We beat them by 3 goals to 2. So the Spurs away and Liverpool away, yeah, they're not going to be easy. But we've been to the new Tottenham or the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We've been there and we've won in the FA Cup. So why can't... And we were miles, let's be honest, miles better than Spurs. So why can't we go there and win in the league? I think we're going to have to. You got to remember with Oscar Bobb's late goal. Is that the one, Oscar Bobb's late goal? KDB's cross. Yeah. Any more boys and girls? Any more? Before I hit the sack. My bad. Yeah. Palace away. Palace have been bobbins. You know, they'll be they'll be prime Barcelona when we play them, but they've not been that good of late. Look, we've just got to focus on us at the moment. We've got, I think not easy games, but I think we've got 2 winnable games. Okay, I think we've got 2 winnable games next. If I remember right, away at Brentford next Monday, 8 o'clock. And then at home to Everton on Saturday. Now, we win them. We just need to get on a roll. We can win them too. We've got Copenhagen in the Champions League. I think that we'll win that. And then on the Saturday, Copenhagen's on the Tuesday night. On the Saturday, we're at home to Chelsea. Then at home to Brentford. Okay. Now, if we're honest, we should be winning those 4 league games and the Champions League game. I think if we want to win the title, we've got to win those 4 games. Then we've got Bournemouth away. They've slipped a bit. And then Luton away in the FA Cup. That's going to be interesting. And then United at home in the league. Copenhagen in the Champions League. And I think that gets us into beginning of March. And I just think we've got to win every game. We've got to win every game, and we should be really winning every game. Then it's going to be very, very close, very, very tight. We'll have caught up our game in hand on Liverpool, and hopefully we might even be top by then. But, that Liverpool game is going to be tough. I think you should do fan cams. Zohaib, I don't do... Look, I did it early in the season. I'm on my own. So I did it early in the season. I did some fan cams with... that was at the game. Can't remember the game now. I did it, and I was lucky enough I could send the stuff to my son. He uploads them and put them out, but it's hard work. And I'm not even going to games. So I didn't go tonight. My life has moved on. My life has moved on from football and going to a lot of games. I've told you many times I've got I'm going on tour next week. I'm going away for 2.5 weeks. Then I come back for it's my life is so busy. So it's like, where do I get time for football? I can't do fan cams. So I'm going away for 2.5 weeks. Okay, in February. In March, I go away in the middle of March for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 or 10 days. I come back. I'll have about 4 days at home, and then I'm crisscrossing over the country, all over the country, and I'm going over to Ireland for the next 3 weeks. 3 weeks I'm crisscrossing. So and then I'm off to Athens. So in February, March, and April, I'm hardly here. How can I do fan cams, man? I can't. It's not possible. It's not possible. I'm trying to take time off, so I can go to games. I'm trying to keep make relatively free so I can get a couple of games in. But what truth is, work. And I bet you, when is the FA Cup final? Anyone know when the FA Cup final is? I bet you it's 25th of May. FA Cup final is down on the 25th of May, and I've got a gig. I bet you've got a gig on the 26th. I know it. I've got a gig on the 25th of May. And that's my luck. I've got a gig which someone booked me a year ago for that. It's just my luck. So I can't do fan cams. I can get people on the channel. That's fine. But doing fan cams at the ground on your own, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Especially because you can't get them up quickly, and people will still watch stuff the day after, but it's not the same. Did you guys? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the Pep's documentary, I'm afraid, Alec. I haven't got time at the moment. All we don't need is a no, but there's not wrong with talking to fans. When I did that game, when I was talking to fans were great. Look, I'm not going to talk to the plonkers. If you ever saw the fan cams we did at Man City Fan TV and the fan cams I've done, we're not talking to plonkers. I spoke to decent people who go to a lot of games. I don't talk to the idiots. I avoid them as much as I can. So it's never was like AFTV. Dre, better than Tottenham twice. Should have beaten them twice and really should have beaten Palace. And look, here's the thing. We shouldn't have dropped 2 points against Palace. We shouldn't have dropped 2 points against Spurs. And we shouldn't have dropped 2 points against Chelsea. They're 6 points. Season is totally different. Totally different. We'd be top of the table by 1 point with a game in hand. I can't. I'm a performer. I'm not. I can't play an instrument to save my life, but I am a performer on the stage. So I'm touring on the stage. I've got a load of theatres lined up this year. Liked Bernard's Sven tribute. I haven't seen that, Ali. I knew he did it, but I haven't got time at the moment. I mean, today was tax return today. Return had to be done by today, otherwise I get fined £100, and I managed to do it this afternoon, get it done. So that's how much stuff I've got going on at the moment. It's not easy. Chasing perfection. I'll try and have a look. So if that was a long time ago, man. I don't mind. I'm quite happy to get fans on and have a chat. I've said it, but nobody wants to come on anymore. Nobody wants to come on. Well, I'm not sure about battering them, but we should have beat them. Should have beaten them. Alec, I don't rest, mate. I do not rest. Yeah, people know me. I don't. I don't rest. I do that many miles. I don't rest at all. I'm going to have some time off in May because my lad's got his exams. But even in May, when I'm having time off, I still got 3 gigs, and I'll still do more if I can get some at the end of May in the holidays. And I'm hopeful to go to the Wolves game and the West Ham game. I think they could be. I might be able to squeeze an FA Cup game in somewhere, but I think looking at my diary and the derby, I'm keeping that free. Unless someone pays me double money, and I'm sorry, guys, money talks. Unless someone pays me double money, I ain't gonna miss the derby. But hey, look, yeah, I'm a busy man. Cash. I used to be an accountant. I gave that up. In about 1999. I gave it up then. Not long after I did I was an accountant and tax advisor, but that I'm talking over nearly 25 years ago now. Since then, I've run my own business. I've been I was a teacher for a while. I was a badminton coach. So yeah, I've done a lot of stuff. And actually, I was on the radio last week. On BBC Radio 5 Live. What day was that? Saturday night. I was driving back up from London. I drove down to my friends in South London on Saturday. Stayed there all day, and about 8 o'clock, I headed back 8 o'clock in the evening. So, I got there about 1:30 or something. So, 2 o'clock, that was it. I got there about 2 and left at 8. So, and then I've got about 11 hours driving in between as well. So I do a lot of driving. And I was on the radio just for a few minutes. It's a shame because they had me on just before the news. And I had about 3 minutes. And actually, they wanted to talk to me for more, but that was that. And then I'm going on the radio tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you who or what. I have got no idea. It's a live Zoom call. So I'm not going to tell you who it is, which radio station. But I've got an interview tomorrow. Oh, thanks, Ohib. Same here. Life's tough, but yeah, City keep on winning. Chacun vient volvio de bras. That's not French. It's Spanish again. Oh, dear me. Right, guys. I think that's it. It's only 10:15, but I will get ready to go. I'm just going to see the Liverpool score 4-1 full time. Couple of games tomorrow, isn't there? So I've still got a chance with my fantasy team. But I made that schoolboy error putting Haaland as captain. I had Haaland as captain. I had Jota as my vice captain. And should have had Jota as captain, really. I had Alvarez in my team as well. It was a toss-up, and I gave it a captaincy to Haaland. I knew he wasn't going to start. So I've got, Alvarez would have got me a ton of points. I think he got 10 points, and he probably would have got the bonus as well. Alvarez got 13 points tonight, so I'd have got an extra 12. Even Jota's done all right for Liverpool. He's got a good few points tonight. How much Jota got? So Jota got he's got 8 plus. And he didn't get any bonus, but 8 is still a lot better than your man Haaland. Anyway, guys, I better shoot. Last thing, Alex says, take care. Look after yourselves, guys. Thanks for joining. Anybody new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out, and give us a thumbs up. Always nice to get a thumbs up, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you around, Blues.